let's catch up with all the sport. Paul Coyte is here. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Morning.
You know what I really hate with planes
What?
and the seatbelts? My wife was a stewardess and those all everything.
Oh,
was
was
good. So, and the thing is, it's when the plane is taxiing, once it's already landed, there's always the first person they have to go, click. I've got to get up and get the bag. Yeah. It's like, why? Why don't you just stay in your seat, for crying out loud? I've had it where... And the plane still hasn't actually got to where it's going yet, and they've got to get up. So it drives me crazy, doesn't it?
Yeah. No, I agree. And then all pulling your bags at you, because you're not going to move any faster.
And then they stand like that. Yeah. And it's like, I can't move. Just stay where you are, for crying out. Got to be the first to get up.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Should we do a bit of sports?
Olympiacos, record-breaking.
How about that? Olympiacos managed to beat Fiorentina yesterday. So Fiorentina were in the final of the Europa Conference League last year, where they lost to West Ham. So this is the second year in a row that they've been in the final and the second year in a row that they've lost it. So Olympiacos are the first Greek team ever to win a European trophy.
Wow.
So there will be... I'll show you the scenes in an hour. I mean, you can imagine what the streets of Athens...
We have got them.
There you are.
Look at this. Look at that. Look, it's a wonderful scene. It's actually Piraeus, which is just north of Athens. You know, that's where the ships go into. And that's where the Olympic flame left from. Remember that?
Yes, I do.
Not that I'm going to bring that up again.
How could we forget?
But of course, how could we forget? But anyway, and interestingly, it was played at the home of AEK Athens. So whether they actually had an advantage, which are their rivals, so that's where they played the game. Anyway, and it went on, and it went to extra time. 4 minutes from the end, Ayoub El Kabi scores the winner. But then again, it was the old VAR thing. So with 4 minutes to go, I don't know who's going to be more nervous, the fact that you may lose it or may win it. But anyway, it was deemed that the goal was good, and then Olympiacos are the champions.
Should we talk about your favourite thing in the world, which is VAR?
Right.
Or your least favourite thing?
It's actually, this could work.
Oh,
this could
now
work.
We're on board.
This is good. Next season, there's a new system which is being introduced, which involves AI and force fields.
Oh, hey, now...
You like a force field, don't you?
His ears are pricked up.
I thought they had.
This is sounding very Star Trek, so I'm liking it.
It identifies when attackers are in front of defenders. It could cut delays by 30 seconds at least, because this is the problem, is when you're sitting around waiting, there's a goal scored, and then everybody cheers, and then you have to wait, isn't it? And it's just a nightmare. So what they are using, Stephen, is limb tracking, which, well, this is what they did have. Limb tracking, which followed 36 points on the body, which was used before. Now, 10,000 surface mesh data points per player and 200 times per second. It will look.
Are they going to have to wear something for that to work?
Yeah, they have to wear a full bodysuit. a full bodysuit. You can't actually move in it, and but it will at least tell whether they're offside. In fact, they'll be so slow they can't move and it actually get offside. But seriously, this is they've in all the stadiums. And I saw this at Spurs a couple of weeks ago. They're having all these new cameras fitted. So there's like cameras all the way along the top of the stand. So hopefully, however this works when it comes to technology,
It's a lot of work for...
But the thing is, that's a lot of work. But you're talking about hundreds and hundreds of millions. It goes around the world. Everybody sees it. These things are going to be right. And it's got to be quick. Has to be quick. And that's the problem. So anyway, looks like finally... Fingers crossed, it's going to be after the autumn. So once autumn comes, they have the first international break. That's when they're going to implement it. And hopefully it will cut all the problems out. But I believe it when I see it.
Yeah, well, you never know. Now, here we go. David Goffin.
David Goffin.
Oh, very good.
Got that right, did I?
Yeah, where's he from?
Belgium.
He is from Belgium.
He's like Poirot, not French.
That's right.
Belgique.
So David Goffin has a problem at the French Open. Now, the French Open... obviously is going on at the moment, but probably the French fans are more vociferous than any other tennis fans in the world. Wimbledon, obviously we like to think we're all very, very correct and we clap in the right places. Obviously a little partisan towards British players. Now that's after the game. Now have a look at David here. Now I'll tell you what happened to him once you see him. Now see he's got his hand to his ear.
Yeah.
Now, he had 3.5 hours of hell from the French fans because he was playing Mdeshi Pericard, who's from France. So they were not only partisan towards him, but they were really awful towards David Goffin. So there was one point, he was just jeered all the way through the game. And not only that, but he had a piece of chewing gum. I just laughed, this is awful. Someone spat chewing gum at him. You'd have to be a good shot, though, wouldn't you? But anyway,
well,
it was... It headed towards him, and he was just like, this is ridiculous. So he said, when you're insulted for 3.5 hours, it just goes too far. He says it's total disrespect. It's just like football. So, and it's getting that way. And also, Novak Djokovic was booed. This is because he dusted himself down because he fell on the clay. So they gave him a hard time for that.
Really?
That was my impression of a French fan getting very angry, by the way. And also, and it happened with Iga Swiatek. Now, Iga Swiatek, one of the finest players there's ever been. She played the former world #1 Naomi Osaka. Now, she was very careful after the game how she complained about the fans because she said that the fans were shouting in the middle of a rally and it's putting them off. This is what Iga Swiatek had to say to the fans yesterday.
I have huge respect for you guys, and I know that we are playing basically for you because this is entertainment and we're also earning money because of you. But sometimes, under a lot of pressure, when you scream something during the rally or right before the return, it's really, really hard to be focused. This is serious for us. We're, fighting our whole lives to be better and better. And sometimes it's just hard to accept that because we're playing the stakes are big and there's a lot of money here to win. So, losing a few points may change a lot. So please, guys, if you can support us between the rallies, but not during, that'll be really, really amazing.
Isn't it great? I love the way they're all cheering, whereas they're the ones that are doing it. So really, she could have just said, will you just shut the...
I like the way she said about supporting us rather than...
I thought she did it really well.
She did it very well. I wouldn't have mentioned the vast amounts of money they're going to make.
She did it a couple of times there.
Yeah. I think what she was trying to say, look, I know we get paid a lot of money and I appreciate that, but please just support us and stop making the noise. And
it's meant to be a civilised sport.
Of course it is, yeah, of course it is. But it's one thing about the French Open. And also the times of the games as well. They're saying that was a later game, so that was about 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. And they're saying the later it goes, the more you get to have a drink and enjoy yourself.
It'll be on La Piador.
Exactly, yeah. In fact, I think they were drinking that, it was oranges ripened in the tropical sun. That is Cointreau. You remember him? You remember that guy?
No.
You don't remember the Cointreau ads?
No.
That was the smooth French guy. What is Cointreau?
No.
Yeah, but he was oranges ripened in the tropical sea. You don't remember that?
No, I don't remember that. What was it that Leonard Rossiter used to advertise? The advert with...
That was Martini, was it?
With Joan Collins.
With Joan Collins and the back of the drink, yeah.
There you go. So classic days with adverts.
I'm going to send these all to you today, Ellie.
Thank you.
I'm going to send you all the
I'd appreciate that.
Oranges ripened in the tropical sun.
Yeah,
Very good. I feel transported.
Oh, by the way, baby racing is what I have for you in the next hour.
Baby racing.
Baby racing. It's magnificent.
I waited anticipation.
I'm sure you do.
Paul, thank you very much indeed.